Hey everybody, welcome back to another game here with the NBA Legends of the Modern Era series as we're covering Dr. J here from 1974. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little synopsis of what's going on here in his journey. You can see here to the left side of your screen, it's 16 and 7. The Jays are holding it down. They've won 4 games in a row. But however, look closely underneath them with the Dream at 16 and 8. Now, look at that and understand what's going on in December. As I've been saying on all the streams before, December is the month where most teams in the NBA and the top start to separate themselves. And we're seeing that as we're going forward here, especially in the Western Conference. As you can see, Team Diesel up there at a wide margin between the lower ranked teams. As it's going to take a lot to catch them. And the reason why you can't catch top teams is, as I've said before, other streams, while you're winning games, they're winning games too. That's why they're the top seed. But back to the situation here with the Jays and the Dream. Look closely here, guys. Now they're playing Denver. They're playing Toronto tonight. But look what's happening here. In the next 2 weeks, Dr. J will be playing Team Dream 3 times within the span of 5 days. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're basically 5, 6 days that they'll be playing. Those 3 games are going to go a lot to decide what's going to happen here in that situation. Remember, this is December. I've said before, December perennially in NBA history has always been the month where the top teams separate themselves. You start playing those mutual games, you get those tiebreakers set in, and then you get those leads, and then whoever comes out of December pretty much has that locked in, and then you're just trading. You're just trying to see if you can get from the third seed to the second seed, maybe a first seed, while the other guys are battling for that, trying to get to the fourth seed at best. So right now, Team Dream has come back despite the problems they've had with Olajuwon early in the season. To say nothing of what's going on with the Mambas down there, who were at one point the number one seed in the Western Conference, and they have fallen all the way down to 15 and 9. That's another story. We'll cover that in another video. But understand that tonight, the game against the Toronto Raptors for the Jays is very important because they want to keep that streak going. Because again, they'll be playing Team Dream 3 times in 5 nights after that, with a middle game in here with the Pacers, which is not going to be easy at all. So, and 2 of those games are going to be on the road. Understand that too. 2 of those games with Team Dream are going to be on the road. So, if you guys are just joining the video, go ahead and rewind it. I just explained the whole situation and scenario going on with Team Dream and Team Dr. J, and what they're going on with their situation there in the playoff picture here in December. And yeah, with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into the game. As Team Dr. J is going on the road to play against the 12 and 10 Toronto Raptors. Should be a good one. Toronto's got a really formidable offensive front line with Barnes, Scotty Barnes at power forward, Brandon Ingram at small forward, and Jakob Poeltl with Grady Dick and Monte Morris in the backcourt. Should be an open court fun one right here, guys. All right, let's get into it. Enjoy.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for R.J. Barrett.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And the Oakland starting 5. DeAndre Hunter out there with Erving. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for Toronto, in at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Morris is out there with Grady Dick. And it's Poeltl in at the center, locking down the middle. And even though we're very early into the season, Stan, what do you make of the top teams in the league so far?
Well, Kevin, there's some that have definitely impressed me so far, but it's a long season. I want to see if those at the top can keep playing at that level throughout the year.
Now, here's Hunter. Dort. And it's off from three-point range. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Erving. And it's Toronto with the rebound. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Dort. From the arc. It's good from Barnes on the assist from Ingram. Barnes has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Raptors. Westbrook with it. Pass to Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Morris has got the ball here for the Raptors. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
And here's Westbrook. Following the three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. Oh, the lob to Erving. And stolen by Barnes. To the paint. Nice shot by Turtle.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Hunter. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And the shot goes in.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Now here's Erving. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Ingram. 6-point game. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting. Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Here's Westbrook, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. No good from 18. Hunter against Ingram. Morris outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Pass to Dick. Poeltl with a screen on George. Dick wide open. It's good from long range.
And you can't help but pick their defense.
Toronto has come out hot tonight,
They're
guys.
completely in disarray.
Morris against Westbrook. The shot goes in. First of the night.
Remember,
He's
this is
1
a
for
big
3 to
game
start
for
the
Team
game.
J.
Looking at
those games coming up against
tenacious
Team
as
J,
ever.
Olajuwon.
Westbrook never holds back.
And the Western
when
Conference
going for
playoff
his
picture.
finish.
Pass to Morris. Now Dick, defended by Dort. And here is Poeltl. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Hunter grabs the miss. Oakland trails by 9. Here's Erving. Drops in the layup for 2.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first.
The defense could not keep up with Barnes on that drive. He just took it right to him.
And Hunter, here we go. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Hunter's got his second bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Barnes passes to Ingram. Plays it up off the glass. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Erving. Barnes grabs the miss.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And here is Poeltl. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Dort grabs the miss. Oakland trails by 9. Hunter finds Erving. Back to Hunter. Pass to Erving. Second shot opportunity. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Hunter. Here's Dort. Capella trying to free himself up. Count that one for Dort.
Some physicality there from Lou. Pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Pass to Ingram. Wants to get it to Dick and does. Second chance shot. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got 6.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback.
And Toronto's coming out wanting more right now than Team J, guys.
I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches.
They're getting down and running in transition better.
First of the game for Oakland. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Julius Erving.
And having a small forward on the wing of his caliber just opens up so many things for your team. A lot of attention is paid to him, and with the stretch he's had, even more will be coming his way.
Now here's Erving. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Ingram against Capella. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Morris for 3. Oakland grabs the miss. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice this season, and last year they took both games.
All right, here comes the three-point shooter.
Vucevic checked in for
Defensive
Capella.
defense going out.
Hachimura comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kennard, he's checked in for Dort. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Erving, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Ingram.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness?
Now they got to stay home on shooters
on
now.
The finish.
That
Erving,
might open up the lanes for Dr. J here.
Incredible gifts.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Toronto leading by 7. Barnes dishes to Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Hachimura. A 3 from Barnes. Can't hit that one. For Oakland, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Vucevic down low. Defended by Pirtle. Vucevic with the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Morris outside. Barnes passes to Dick. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes sets a screen for Morris. Back to Dick. From past the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Erving. Here's the teardrop. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Erving's got 8 points.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them. A model of consistency, Stan, for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
Checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Monte Morris. Locked in the pass to Hachimura. That's a 2 from Kennard. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
Now, here's Brogdon. Nothing on the board. Here's Erving. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Raptors shooting their first free throw tonight.
It's 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Raptors leading by 6. Here's Walter, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brogdon outside. Here's Kennard. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ingram outside. Outside, Barrett. Outside for Lawson. It's Ingram on the wing. Hachimura grabs the miss. Oakland trails by 8. Erving finds Kennard. Good, and the assist goes to Erving. Kennard's got 5.
Well, this is Kennard's shot. And if you don't chase him off the three-point line, this is what will happen.
They're leaking out.
Check out the leaders in
They're
field goal
beating Team
percentage
J at
as a
their own
team.
game right now.
So patient.
They're leaking
on the
out
offensive
with
end.
the two guards.
They're not going to force shots.
And they're not getting back.
It's that
Kennard didn't get back on his man.
that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
That's what Team J's been doing all season long, finding Dr. J leaking out. But right now, doing a good job of staying with Dr. J down the court. And they kind of got the guys to do it. I mean, of all the teams in the NBA, the Raptors have the athletic front line to run with Dr. J, with Scotty Barnes and Ingram. So they can somewhat stay with him in the open
free
court.
throw drops for Lawson. And the
At least for
Raptors
now.
making a change here.
We'll see what happens as the game goes on, though. Oh, Ingram's going out now, so now we see it open up now. Doc's get open now.
And Lawson hits 2 free throws. And it's Erving with the ball for Oakland. 7-point differential. Driving the lane, and he goes right over RJ.
See, guys, I told you, as soon as he went out.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards.
That's where the
have
speed
ever
there, see?
had that
When
lightning
Ingram and
first
Barnes
step
went out,
of
now
Dr.
you see
J.
it opened
He
up
just
for him.
takes away
They don't
the
have the foot
angles
speed to guard him
of
in
the defense.
transition and open court situations where he's been feasting all season long. Remember, he's playing power forward for the most part this year.
That's good from Erving.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Erving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Driving inside.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect
Let's
the
post
rim,
up.
Greg,
Look
a
at the
little
chicks
bit.
here.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And that
Double
was good,
team.
Brogdon.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
Erving against Barrett.
Watch out for the split. They're going to split it. They're going to split. There it is. There's a
Toronto
split.
needs to get off his shot.
There's a split
Pass to
right there.
Lawson.
They almost got it.
Chance effort. And so it's
There's that split. Let me go ahead and show you guys. There's the split. That Toronto high pick and roll split that they run, man. It is hard to guard, bro. I knew it was coming. It's that hard pick and roll split where they run a pick and roll or pick and pop. And if you bite on it too much, see, there's the split. There's your split right here. Because you got the pop. You come for the pop, and then they get you with the guy cutting up the court. So you kind of have to guard it. It's like plumbing. You gotta plug the hole 3 times. You gotta play the dribble man. Then you gotta watch the popper, and then you don't want to overplay it, and you want to stay enough to where you guard the pop man, but you want to be worried of the split guy. So it's like a 3-way. It's brutal, man. It is brutal. It's a hard play to stop, man.
Making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Toronto.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And so in the game for Oakland, Rui Hachimura out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Vucevic in at the center. Fires from the wing, and that one's good, Abaji. And the Raptors lead by 6. Now here's Brogdon. Pass to Hachimura. To the left wing. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Fires the 3. They get it back. Vucevic. Here's Kennard. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Here's Hachimura. And then Hachimura with the jam.
Improving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Poked away and stolen by Thybulle. Now here is Hachimura. To the inside. Now the Raptors moving it up.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Kennard. For the 3. Oakland again can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Murray Boyle. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Misses from close range. Oakland trails by 9. Brogdon the pass to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from
Now,
Vucevic.
I think Toronto called my power to get some more size in there.
He's going to have a discussion
Because they're
on the
defending
sideline.
Vucevic with good team defense, but at some point he's going to start dominating that matchup. The guy's going to come back with a portal.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
They want to stay small. We'll find out here, sir.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Morris. Count that bucket. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Pass to Thybulle. Outside Bogdanovic. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
They got Abaji playing center.
Onside,
And
Barrett.
he is impossibly faster than Vucevic. This will be a problem.
And a little
pick
over
and
3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
There, we can't guard it. Can't guard it.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intention.
Stay in the offense.
Brogdon against Morris. Brogdon the pass to Thybulle. Now Vucevic. Bogdanovic wide open. And
Bogdan.
again from deep.
Bogdanovic clearly a problem from deep.
Toronto leading by 5. Morris outside.
Right now, it's the battle of the
Back to
matchup
Barrett.
right now.
And
It's their
stolen
speed
by
versus their
Thybulle.
power. Not a lot of
Pass
speed
to
out here for
Hachimura.
DJ right now, but we do have
And
shooting
here is Brogdon.
and a post-up player.
Outside Bogdanovic. Here's Vucevic. To the middle. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets
And
into that
Vucevic
area.
is a great
And
passer.
he picks
He
the
will make the
simple
open
one-hand
pass.
stuff to get the 2 points. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Pass to Barrett. Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot every year.
I could have swore we had that stay home, guys. Stay home on shooters. Stay attached always.
There's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
So it's Oakland now. Raptors knocking down the tray. Vucevic a screen on Morris. Here's Brogdon. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Morris passes to Barrett. Out to Morris. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Raptors. Then for Oakland, Clint Capella comes in for Vucevic, and Erving subbed in for Hachimura. Here's Dick. He has 6.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Morris against Brogdon. On the wing, Erving. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Now just a 2-point Toronto lead.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Raptors moving the ball around. No one covering. Barrett's got 10 points in the game.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Bogdanovich finds Erving. Bible on the wing. Pass to Capella. It's tipped. And here's Barrett. Defended by Bible. And Capella sends it back.
Well, if you bring it in the paint, you have to be aware of Capella. He's looking to swat shots.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Good defense by Capella to
And
get
that
back, man.
has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And Toronto making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Morris outside. Here's Dick. That 3 off the mark. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Oakland. Trailing by 5. No good from Erving. Pass to Brogdon. Capella with a screen on Dick. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The Raptors shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Free throw drops for Dick.
Yeah, you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Here's what Oakland's going with right now. Hunter's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Dort comes in for Bojan Bogdanovic. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. 5 on the clock. Down low. It's stolen by Dort. Here's Erving. Oh, the power on that throw-down. Wow.
And guys, in the open court, that's where Dr. J has you holding your breath. He is a human highlight reel.
Pass to Dick. Bounce pass Ingram. Poeltl with a screen on Dort. Here's Dick. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And stolen by Barnes. It's Ingram on the wing. Fires for 3. Traps in the tray. Ingram's got 8.
Well, look, you have to stay connected to Ingram. He's such a good shooter.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Capella. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Raptors leading by 5. Morris dishes to Poeltl. Now here's Ingram. And the layup's good off the glass. 10 points for him.
Well, he's building nicely off that first quarter. In a groove now.
Dort passes to Erving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Well, you never want to foul Hunter in the act. At the line, easily over an 80% career shoot.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Hunter.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Ingram passes to Morris. Now Poeltl. 8 points for him. For 3, Ingram. And again, Toronto with the triple.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Poeltl. And the shot goes down. Capella's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Looking now at the numbers for Ingram. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. Averaging 21 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Here's Westbrook, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Capella kicks to Westbrook. Back to Capella. Inside. Here's Erving. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Erving's got 17 now. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the second quarter. Poeltl sets the pick for Ingram. He's feeling it. Got a piece of it. Oakland trails by 6. Erving attacking.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats.
Oh, my God.
First in scoring. 6.
They call a charge
And
on
field goal
that.
percentage. And he's among the
I'm
top
a
15 in rebounding. Just a powerful.
I'm
And
a challenge.
it looks like, yep, it's
But
a coach's
holy
challenge.
crap.
And a personal foul.
Why don't jump over him?
Replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls,
The previous play is under review.
so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews. So
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
That's 3 fouls on Dr. J.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
Gotta be careful. That's
Even
3
if a
fouls on
coach
Dr.
still
J.
feels this wasn't the right call, you gotta.
I have to take him out for the rest of the. You don't want to pick up that 4th foul. We'll bring back in Vujacic. Capella's tired anyway. We'll run our offense through Vujacic the rest of the way. We'll bring back in Hachimura. And we'll stay with our defensive lineup in the backcourt.
Acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
A different look for Oakland. Vucevic comes in for Clint Capella. And Rui Hachimura subbed in for Erving. Dort with the ball. He's picked up by Dick. Pass to Vucevic. It's Dort on the wing. Dick defending.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Barnes outside. And again, no good by Toronto. Oakland trails by 6. And here is Hachimura. Here's Vucevic. The teardrop falls in. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Well, offensively, that's what you want to get. Vucevic from point-blank range.
Ingram outside. And stolen by Hunter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Vucevic kicks to Dort. Pass to Westbrook. Vucevic setting the pick for Westbrook. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
For Oakland, they've yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Dort doing a good job of turnovers.
Team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
That one misses for Westbrook.
A future Hall of Famer. Westbrook averaging a triple-double in a number of seasons and came close a few other times.
Ingram. That one doesn't drop. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Draw the sleeves. They're thinking about the shot.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Taking a look at the Raptors, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team. They put themselves in the championship discussion.
And circling back now to the Raptors' first half, they've got themselves a game.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And the Raptors with the ball. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Brady Dick is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And Erving with the basket on the assist by Hunter. Erving's got it all tied up now for Oakland.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, and when Ingram's rolling like this, you'll see the offense try to run even more through him.
And they recover it. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Erving. Shot clock at 6. Misses in close. Toronto's shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Dick finds Pirtle. Ingram outside. The 3. And Erving pulls it down. For Oakland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Erving. And he jams it right over Scotty Barnes. Wow.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. The 8-footer. And the wide-open shot from Morris. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
What a defensive effort. Not only pressuring the shooter, but also collecting the miss.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, on the attack. Ingram making things happen.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And that one misses.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
Well, didn't sink them all, but at least that puts them in front.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Capella sets a screen for Hunter. For the lead, pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, you see that? Capella sets the screen, then gets to a spot where his man can get him the ball for the score.
To the middle, here's Pirtle. Oakland grabs the miss. Count it, and the foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's
an
impressive finish.
This is just guts right now by Team J. Getting in.
Allows for some
Their
easy
defense,
points before that
getting out and
defense
running.
is fully set.
Oakland shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
One shot.
Westbrook having a good game. 6 points, 5 assists. Couple of steals.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Pass to Morris from beyond the arc, and the Raptors miss again. Oakland leading by 4. Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Morris. Westbrook kicks to Capella. Erving up top, covered by Barnes. Erving misses. Raptors shooting at 51%. Really solid. Pass to Barnes. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And the dunk by Barnes.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Westbrook passes to Dort. Back to Westbrook. Capella sets a screen for Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, to me, Russ is at his best down low, inside. That's a rare trait for a guard.
The first free throw is good. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Oakland. Luke Kennard comes in for George.
All right, we got some shooting coming in now. 3-point shooters are coming in.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Raptors trail by 3. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back to you, Kevin.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
And that's a sport. Getting into
Man,
the
Dr.
danger
J is
area
having
now.
Man, Dr. J is having a horrible game. This is the worst I've ever seen him play. He's missing so many layups. And he's got 4 or 5. I got to take him out for the rest of the third quarter. Man, teammates going to step up tonight. Let's give Vujacic. He's already in there. Dr. J is...
He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
A different look for Oakland. Vucevic checked in for Capella, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Morris with the ball. Ingram outside. Over Bogdanovich. Shot is good, and the Oakland lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Ingram. Ingram's got 18 points.
Yeah, huge game from Ingram. He does this so often. Maybe one of the most overlooked stars in the league.
Here's Erving. No good there. Good D by Barnes.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Ingram passes to Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And that's 12 points for Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball
playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Oakland making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. Pirtle with the steal. And now Dick moving the ball. No one back. That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Barnes can't get it to go. Oakland trails by 3. Here's Kennard. That's to Vucevic. Brogdon kicks to Kennard. Vucevic with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. Kennard for 3. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Raptors. And the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
Shot to stop the run, and the layup by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. It's checked in for Ingram. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Barnes. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Brogdon against Morris. Brogdon the pass to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. The Raptors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Pirtle. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 4 assists in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Bogdanovich. 3-pointers off the mark. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 14-5 run here. To the paint. And it's Barnes snapping it down.
And a guy who has quickly adapted to playing NBA offense, Barnes, he can be a producer.
Brogdon against Morris. Kennard pitch to Brogdon. Pass to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. Raptors leading by 7. Back to Barnes. From the stripe. And another basket for Toronto.
And ideally, Barnes would like to be a little closer, but he makes the best of that mid-range on that one.
Pass to Kennard. Vucevic against Pirtle. From 10 feet out, Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 8 points.
Such a smooth jumper. Nikola Vucevic.
Barnes outside. Here's Barrett. 5 to shoot. Over Bogdanovich. Barrett, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Toronto.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Vucevic down low. Barnes on him. And it's Vucevic missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the dunk by Barnes.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Pass to Hachimura. Now, here's Kennard. Back to Hachimura. And here's Kennard. 5 points in the game. Back to Hachimura. Now, here's Brogdon. Kennard finds Brogdon. Oakland needs to get off a shot here. And here's Bogdanovic for three.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Here's Barnes. Oakland grabs the miss. Brogdon the pass to Kennard. Now, here's Bogdanovic. Barrett covering. Bogdanovic sets the pick for Brogdon. Back to Vucevic. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 4 assists now tonight. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Barnes dishes to Barrett. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Rui Hachimura picks one up. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the... His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in.
Look, we know R.J. Barrett can score, but I like the improvement he's shown defensively over the course of his career. He has put in the effort. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
But you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Vucevic. He's got 10. Vucevic is screen on loss, and the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And so it's the Toronto. Bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so in the game for Oakland, Erving is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Brogdon in at the 1. A shot. Walter can't get it to go. Oakland trails by 7. Hunter kicks to Dort. Ingram against Erving. Back to Dort. Good, and the assist goes to Erving. Erving's got 3 assists in the game.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Onside, Barrett. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Now Brogdon. Oh, the lob to Erving. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And that one's good, Abaji.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Brandon Ingram. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. Toronto leading by 4. Barrett with the ball. Pass to Abaji. Back to Barrett. And he tries in. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan. First personal foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Erving. And then Erving slams it in.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Abaji. Here's Walter. Off target with his 3. Erving looking for an opening. He gets it in there. Now it's just a 3-point Raptor lead.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's Ingram. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, we know Brandon has a smooth jumper, but man, he can really score down low.
Brogdon the pass to Hunter. Erving against Ingram. And then Erving slams it in.
Filthy, guys. Just filthy.
Man, you said it, GA.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the practice hours that went into that could have gone into something else.
Abaji the pass to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
This is Barrett at his best, looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
And here is Brogdon. Erving up top. Jordan finds Erving. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ingram. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Erving.
He has been so big here in the fourth quarter, 5 of 6 from the field.
Pass to Ingram. And here's Barrett. Hunter with some nice defense.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Brogdon kicks to Dort. Outside Erving. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead. Ingram against Erving. And Barrett the bucket on the assist from Ingram. That's now 22 points for R.J. Barrett. Here's Brogdon. Toronto grabs the miss. Down low. Oakland grabs the miss. Erving's got 8 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Dort. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the 3 from the corner.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Hunter the pass to Erving. Shoots over Ingram. Erving misses.
The fall away upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
No good from Lawson. For Oakland, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Here is Abaji. Pass to Walter. A shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Erving. Abaji pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Toronto working the ball around now. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Brogdon kicks to Hunter. Pass to Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Hunter dishes to Erving. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's a look at what's coming up for Oakland. On Friday, they'll go up against DeJounte Murray.
There it is, guys. That's why this game is so big. They
They
played the King 3 times in less than 5 days.
And that game against
That's going to
Houston,
swing the Western Conference so
that's
much.
a contest that could easily
And right now,
go
they are in
either
a
way.
war
Small mistakes
with
can
Toronto,
be
and
the
Dr.
difference.
Jenkins not at his best
both
tonight.
teams will need to be at their best.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jordan. Ingram finds Barrett. Goes up at the stripe. Oakland grabs the miss. Erving's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Hunter the pass to Erving. Time called here. Oakland decides to talk it over. Brady Diggs checked in for the Raptors. And Oakland with a change here too. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Brogdon. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Oakland's coach address his team. Coach told them to adjust on defense, saying they're calling it tight right now. We can keep the same effort, but less reaching in and all that. Don't let them beat us at the line. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And he can't hit the second. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Morris. Here's Barnes. It's up a 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Barnes passes to Jet. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. Oakland trails by 4. Now here's Westbrook. Driving in, and he makes good on the layup.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Here's Morris. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Capella. Hunter with it, now guarded by Ingram. Here's Erving. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Toronto's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Rebounded by Erving. And Oakland shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. To tie it up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Second personal foul. 13 fouls.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Ingram. Now Dick. Hurdle with a screen on George. Dick! It's stolen by Capella. Morris against Westbrook. Now Erving. Now Westbrook to take the lead. Hurdle there for the rebound. Outside Ingram. Dick against Jordan. Here's Dick outside Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Dick against Jordan. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Oakland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hunter with a screen on Barnes. Outside Hunter. Now Erving. Oh, what a play inside.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And Oakland shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. It's Capella. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Westbrook. Now Erving. Oh, the turnaround. That was too sweet.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. No doubt.
And we were trying to run a bend down for Doc to get some momentum from the basket. Play got broken. We just went to the post. Tough fadeaway with Barnes off on his face. Net. Oh, what a shot.
Hunter against Ingram. Clock at 6. Barnes outside. Oh, that was a two-hander.
And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
A 2-point game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 fouls.
doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So we can't get either to fall.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
Russell
And the
Westbrook.
timeout called
Wow.
by Darko Rajakovic. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Checked in for Russell Westbrook. And here are the Raptors now. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Thibault. Morris against Hunter. Cleared away by Capella. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a three-point lead. Oakland
Bringing
making
in
a
better
switch
rebounders. Think there's a miss. They can fight for the rebound better. And block that outlet pass for a three. They got no timeout.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder.
Barn burner out here in Toronto.
So it's Oakland picking up the win. They break the hearts of every fan
What a
in the
ball
building
game.
with a dramatic late victory.
Dr.
And
J
Kevin,
with the late
this
game
is the
shot to
kind
give them
of
the lead
win
that they
you
never
have
linked.
to take a ton of pride in.
41
They
points, but you
battled
struggled to get all of it.
everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Julius Erving.
Oh, man. Team Dr. J gets out of here. Lucky, man, because there was this. Dr. J did not play. I know he scored 41 points, but he struggled to get it. And we'll go over here shortly. He had 9 offensive rebounds for the Toronto Raptors. Raptors went 9 for 30. Their three-point game was doing pretty well throughout the game. Look at that. They went 3 for 7 in the first quarter. Then they went 5 of 9 in the second, man. So they were killing it from downtown early in the game. Then the second part of the game, they just went cold, bro. 0 for 6 in the third. And then they went 1 for 8. So their three-point attack was destroying Team J early in the game. But late in the game, the defense stepped up, and they really kind of took them out of it. And, yeah, half-court execution by Team J with Vujicic in the post. And the teammates coming off the bench really, because look at that. Look at that. Team J had 39 points off the bench. Toronto Raptors did pretty good, too. They had 38 themselves. But, man, without that bench production, Team J gets blown out here, man. No question. This was a blowout made to order. Had not been for the bench stepping up, because they didn't do diddly squat from the starters. Dr. J struggled to get 41 points in his usual, because he wasn't getting the leak up. Man, I said before, Scotty Barnes, Barrett, and Ingram, and then to a lesser degree, Ochai Abaji, I can't say his name, but him, they all have good size and speed. They can all leak out and take away some of those leak outs that Dr. J's been living off of all season long. So he kind of struggled. As you see here, Dr. J with 38 shots to get 41 points. That's not good. We're not used to seeing that. We're used to seeing Dr. J get, 50 points on 32 shots. Mostly just flowing to the basket all night, getting layups and dunks. We didn't see that tonight. But he still got 41 points, but man, he had to struggle to get it. Westbrook came up big with 11 points and 7 assists. But I tell you, the man that really made the difference tonight, I thought, for Team J was, where is he? Where is my man? Where is he? Vujicic. Vujicic, look at that. 6 big assists from Vujicic. He came in the middle portion of the game, and he was basically playing point center, and we ran the offense through him, and he kind of kept them in the game, brought some stability into the offense because at that second quarter, man, remember when Dr. J picked up that third foul, had to take him out, and we basically just went to buy a bunch of shooters out there and put Vujicic in the post and ran the offense through him. At that point in time, we got lucky because Toronto was playing small ball, so we got some good looks for some guys, and he got a couple good 6 assists in the game. So he really stepped up big. Brogdon stepped up big as well. So yeah, the bench really came up and won this. This was a bench win right here. I know Doc had 41, but let's look at the split here. The split, 11 in the first, he went 5 for 11. Second quarter, he went 3 for 4, and they picked up, how many fouls did he have? They show his fouls. He had 2 fouls in the second quarter. We had to sit him down. So he didn't do too well that quarter. Then the third quarter, he goes 2 for 10 in the third quarter. Absolute brutal performance. 2 for 10. But he showed up in the fourth with 20 big points in the fourth quarter. So yeah, Doc showed up late, but throughout the game, it was the bench that kept him in it. Doc closed though. 20 points, and he hit that big shot. Let's go ahead and show that shot that he hit to give them the lead that they never relinquished. Let me go ahead and reverse the events. And this is the shot right here. And this is a funny, look at the shot clock, guys. It's 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. I was trying to do here, we were trying to run a pin down. We couldn't get it executed, though. I was trying to run a pin down for Westbrook to set the screen and then get Doc catch it and then roll the basket with momentum. But we didn't get it set up. They basically kibosh. They put a kibosh on the play. So we're waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. It's not running. So we just basically roll Doc into the paint. 3 seconds to go. Barnes goes for the steal, which I think is what gave Doc the angle for that jumper. And he swoops inside. Got a clean look at it with 1 second to go on the shot clock and hits it. Wow, all net. And that was the game. That was basically the game winner with 46 seconds to go. They would never trail from that moment on. Man, what a game. This was a good one though, man. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Scotty Barnes and Barrett. They play good. Man, look at them numbers, man. 20 points on 16 shots, 22 points on 17 shots, 24 points on 13 shots. Man, God, this is they should have won this game. They should have won. There's no reason the Toronto Raptors should have lost this game. This is a win. These are winning numbers right here, guys. Those are winning numbers. These are losing numbers that from Team J. Because you got a guy scoring 41 points on 38 shots. Those are like old school Allen Iverson numbers. Remember those Allen Iverson sprays where you score 40 on 45 shots and stuff like that? And they lose. Those old school Allen Iverson numbers, man. That is not how, but hey, that's how it is in the NBA, man. Life in the NBA is rough in the season, man. It is rough. Sometimes it comes down to a bounce of a pass or a couple turnovers. Now, I will say this, though. Team J won the turnover battle. That helped out a lot, too. They won the turnover battle. That helped them out a lot, because they Dr. J I don't know how they showed that. That was Dr. J highlight. Man. Bam. Catch them in transition. RJ Barrett getting back. And there's Barnes. Barnes did a good job on Dr. J on the leak outs. This is the first time I've seen somebody actually stop Dr. J from getting serious premium points in the transition game. He got them late, though. But he had to really work for it in the half court. But you see here in the half court, Dr. J isn't as spectacular in half-court situation. He doesn't have that Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, or Larry Bird ability to be able to score consistently in half-court situations. That's the difference. He's a much better player when the game goes up and down. But he did score 20 points in the fourth quarter, so you can't argue with that. I mean, it was by hook or by crook. They go one of Vujicic's passes. Didn't hit that time though. Toronto should have won this game, man. I'm just sitting to myself like, Team J is lucky to get out of Toronto with a win here. Because remember, guys, they're playing Team Dream with 1994 Hakeem Olajuwon 3 times within 5 days, and 2 of those games will be on the road. And Team Dream is like 1.5 games or a half game behind Team Dream, and we'll show it here shortly on the playoff picture. They're like a half game behind them. We'll go ahead and show Dr. J's highlights, and we'll go ahead and get. Well, we're going to show Vujicic, and then we'll show Dr. J, and we'll get out of here. Because I want to show some other Vujicic here, because I think he was the man that really settled things down there in the first half, there in the third quarter. They show some of his crispy passes. There's one right there. Look at that right there. That was nice. Here's another one. Found Dr. J on the cut here. Good offensive rebound. That time, nice little post-up play. Dump it into the big man. Nice drop step. Now he's just backdooring his man. Kicks it out, finds his man. Yeah, he really settled things down in the half-court offense. Once we went to the half-court offense, because man, once Dr. J got that 4th foul, it was like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? it was guys were looking around like, who's gonna step up here? And Vujicic was the guy. Now let's show Doc. And we'll go ahead and get out of here and move this along. But having said that, though, Doc had some serious jams in this one. But see, that's the level that he's been playing at. We're so used to seeing Dr. J just flow and flow and flow, and like we're not used to seeing anybody like look at you see he's always got a body on him now when he's leaking out. Usually we're just seeing him just beating guys in transition like a drum. This is the first time I've seen a team. Now everybody can't play like this because they don't have the personnel. But with Scotty Barnes, that's the game winner right there. But with Scotty Barnes and Ingram, they have a pretty good person that can play against them like that. I think similar. I think like you would see like a team with Team Jordan with Jaden McDaniels. I think they match up well. They match up very well there too. I was saying before too. I was thinking we just saw what Team Jordan did to Team Bad Boy. Team like the Bad Boys had better not play Team Dr. J the way that they played. Team Jordan, because McDaniels had like 25 points in that game just leaking out. Well, imagine what Dr. J would do against like Zach Edey and Brooks, man. So yeah. But here anyway, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's go ahead and cover this playoff picture. The playoff picture here in the Western Conference. There you see the Jays now with that win go to 17-7, with Team Dream right on their heels at 16-8, just below them. Meanwhile, at the top you have Team Diesel sitting up there, sitting pretty at 20-3 with a huge margin. Huge lead between the number 3 seed. I mean, they've got a 3.5 game lead on the number 3 seed, guys. To say nothing over the Mambas. Look where the Mambas are at 5.5. They're not going to catch. And keep in mind, Shaq has a tiebreaker on Kobe. He's already beaten Kobe, so he got a tiebreaker. So you gotta catch him, and then you gotta overlap him, and then beat the tiebreaker out to get that seed spot. It's gonna be really difficult, if not impossible, at this point. So, but you see I want to highlight Team Dream and Team J because as you look here on the schedule, Team Dream, as you see here, that's Olajuwon. Then the Pacers. Then Olajuwon again, and Olajuwon again. They're playing Team Olajuwon, Team Dream, if you will, 3 times in the span of 5 days. And you guys can all imagine what that's going to do to the standings here. Because if let's say, for instance, if one of those teams wins all 3 of those games, they'll have the complete tiebreaker, and they'll have the other team 3 big losses, which will drastically throw them down, into the games behind column, which is where you don't want to be, or you'll basically be banished. If you were to lose all 3 of those games, you'd basically be banished from competition from a top 3 seed for the rest of the season. There's no way you're making that up. There's just no way, no chance. Even if you lost 2 of those games, because somebody's going to lose two of them. I mean, somebody's going to lose. Well, not well. You could lose all three of them, but if somebody wins one and the other guy wins the other one, then someone's going to have to lose two of them at least. At best, if you don't win all three, at best someone's going to have to win two of them, and the other one's going to lose one. Any one of those scenarios, you're going to be behind too far to make that up. So these next coming games for Team Dream and Team Dr. J is essentially like a little mini playoff. It's like a 3-game playoff because to decide who's going to have real jurisdiction, if you will, I'm use that word jurisdiction, to still compete for a top 3 seed and let alone stay above the number 4 seed. Because if you lose 2 of those games, you're going to drop down to where the Mamas are and where the Warriors are at, still trying to chase up while the other teams are still winning. So you're basically looking at best, hopefully a number 5 seed, and hopefully trying to stay out of the play-in tournament, which is going to be tough. So as we look here at the upcoming schedule here for Team Dr. J, it is not looking. It's a brutal one. They got some contenders. Like I said, they got Team Dream coming up next. The Pacers. Halliburton's playing here in this world. You got Team Dream twice. Then you get 2 days off. You got the Celtics at full strength. Then you got the defending champions, the OKC Thunder. Then you got Golden State with Steph Curry. Because remember, Steph is healthy here in my world. Steph is playing, and you got a healthy Butler, and you got Porzingis there now. That's not going to be easy. Clippers are not as powerful as they once were. They lost hard. However, they do have Garland. And then you've got the Philadelphia 76ers and Tyrese Maxey with Embiid. It's a pick 'em. You never know what you're going to get with those guys. They're so if they're on, they can win a game by themselves. Those two guys, they're so offensively potent that they can win a game by themselves. So in the short next 2 weeks, they got some monsters coming. Then they got OKC again down here. Then they got Team Wilt down here. So yeah, let's take a look here at Team Dream, what their schedule is. Team Dream's schedule, and as we already know, they'll be playing Team Dr. J coming up. They'll be playing, actually, the next game, they'll be playing against Houston. That's going to be a tough game. Hakeem goes back to Houston for the first time to play the Rockets for the first time, and then they'll play Dr. J in that Subway series, if you want to call it that. Then they got Wemby, and then they got, oh my God, then they got Wilt. Yeah, it's brutal schedule. You got maybe the two best teams in the NBA in the Western Conference right now today with the Rockets. And then you got Team Dr. J back there 3 times. And then you got Team Wilt Chamberlain all in 2 weeks. And most of this is on the road. You got this is a road game, this is a road game, that's a road game. And 4 of them are back-to-backs. That's a back-to-back. That's a back-to-back. And you only got 1 day off in between each other for Team Dream. But having said that, Team Dream has been through adversity. Remember, Team Dream started the season off with Olajuwon being hurt the first part of the season. They got off to a slow start. But since that time, they've rebounded back and have got themselves into playoff contention for a high seed. So they are kind of like the second worst story in the NBA. And the second best comeback story. Obviously, number one will be Team Larry Bird and their storyline. If you guys have been following that, you know what's been going on with Team Larry Bird and that an extraordinary comeback that they've been doing. I mean, they've been playing lights out basketball for like the last month and a half. Let's showcase them real quick. The hottest team in the NBA by far on a 12-game winning streak. At one point, these guys were 6-5, guys. 6-5. And since that time, they have just been world beaters. Look at who they have put down, man. They have put down some heavyweights. They beaten Jordan twice in 1 week. They took down Wembanyama. They took down Giannis. Yep. So they took down some, and they beat the Orlando Magic. That was a tough game. So, and they really don't have. They have some tough competition coming up with Houston, and then they got there. They really won't have a significant stretch of games, in my opinion, until they get past Houston. Since they'll play Denver, and then of course they'll play their next big. Their next big. There it is. Their next big contender is going to be against Team Wilt Chamberlain right there, December 23rd. As far as a legend team, so yeah, They're looking good, man. They could reasonably by the time they get to Team Chamberlain, they could reasonably be what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could reasonably be on an 18-game winning streak by the time they play Chamberlain. It's very possible. They could be an 18-game winning streak. And if that were to happen, with everything that's going on in the Eastern Conference, that would more than put them up there around where the bad boys. They might even that game might actually be because remember, Team Chamberlain will be off that entire time before they play Larry Bird. Let's take a look at Chamberlain's schedule here. Team Chamberlain is off for this entire week, and then they'll be coming back and playing against Jordan. And then the following week, they'll be playing Team Larry Bird. But before that, they'll have to play Team Kobe, and then Team Dream, and then Giannis, and all these guys. So by that time, who knows? Team Larry Bird might have the best record in the NBA by that time. Who knows? Because the way it's looking, the way it's being shaping up, man. The way the schedule is working. Remember, it's about who you play and when you play them sometimes. So the way it's looking, like Team Larry Bird is looking, they're licking their chops, man. They got all. It's all in their favor right now. They got the hot streak. They got the good schedule. They've already beaten meaningful opponents. They got some tiebreakers tucked away. They got some time in between before they play another hot team. So, yeah, looking good for Team Bird. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at who is next on the docket. Let's get it back here on Dr. J. And that'll be our compass. And then we will see on the Daily View who is up. Okay. Those games have been played, and now we're going to move on to tomorrow. And yeah, got some good ones over here. We got the Bad Boys taking on OKC, followed by Dallas going to Las Vegas, and then Shaq goes to the Garden. That'll be interesting. It'll be Shaq and Karl Anthony Towns doing battle. It'll be the best shooting big man versus the hardest big man, according to what they have, you think. Then after that, it'll be the Mambas taking on. Oh, it'll be Kobe and LeBron, and a must-win game for the Mambas. So yeah. But before all that, it'll be a big game here because man, the Bad Boys took a loss here, Team Jordan, and they definitely need this because with that loss to Team Jordan, put on the Mambas here real quick. There we go. With that loss to Team Jordan, they are now tied at 20-4 for that number 2 spot, and Jordan has beaten them twice with a tiebreaker. So yeah, Team Zeke needs to win this. Team Zeke needs to win this game and pretty much just win out because as you look here, they played Jordan. They played Jordan again on December 27th to close the month out. By that time, anything could happen now. All these games here are winnable, with the exception. This is going to be a tough game coming up, obviously. With OKC, it's going to be tough. That's a winnable game. Dallas is a winnable game. Playing Shaq and the Pacers, those are going to be tough games. This right here is going to be a problem because you're playing Jordan, then you got Olajuwon the very next night with no rest, and then you got Embiid and Maxey with 1 day off. Going to be tough. So, but with that being said, guys, I'm going to bring this stream to an end. Let me go ahead and get the matchup set there for you guys. There you see it. It'll be the Bad Boys going on the road to play the Thunder. Then Showtime taking on the Mavericks. Then Team Diesel goes into the Garden to play the Knicks. And then LeBron James and the Lakers with Luka Doncic take on Kobe and the Mambas after that. And I will have that game for you guys tomorrow sometime. So make sure you guys hit the notification bell. Like the content, subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss a moment of the action. And I will see you guys next time as we continue the NBA Legends in the Modern Era Ultimate Season Showdown with 10 legends plucked from their individual primes and brought here to the modern era with teams built around them strategically, with modern era players, with offenses geared around their skill sets from a modern era perspective, as well as some of the old school plays they ran in their time to show whether or not it could work today, or whether or not couldn't work today, or how long would it work, or how long would it take for these teams to understand them and to figure out how to stop it. So far, we're seeing some interesting stuff. Today, we saw Dr. J for the first time with his offense being stopped with fast breaks. Isaiah's team did do a very good job with Team Jordan earlier with that twin tower line. By the way, I don't think that we're going to be. I think we're going to go ahead and make some adjustments to the Bad Boys lineup. Like that matchup with Zach Edey and Chet Holmgren, you can already tell that's going to be a problem. It will be best to go small. So I think you'll see a different lineup with this when this goes live tomorrow. But with that being said, guys, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Peace.